Where the f is this person? Why is their desk made of cardboard? And just the contrast between that and the high-end gaming PC with RGB fans and the router on the floor. Just what are the living conditions of this person? I don't understand. Okay, we'll do Trico this time, and then we'll do Swampert for the final one when we have the least amount of Pokemon to test it with. Aren't you Quick Claw? What's the lore reason behind him giving you that? That's a little bit worrying, no? Why does a teacher have that? The Quick Claw is his chalk? Ugh, ugh, that sounds, ugh, they're just imagining that. Okay. Brawly split. Nothing really to talk about except... Is there even encounters I need to get here? No, right? Because we already did Magikarp and Tentacool. Goodrod is in like Moss Deep or something, right? So Wailmer isn't until then. And then I guess we have Granite Cave where we have to test. We still gotta do Zubat, and we still have to do we have to do a lot of the Granite Cave encounters, actually. We should do like 3 for this attempt, and then save like, I don't know, Nose Pass, Sableye for the end or something. And then we'll do Geodude, Aron, Zubat this time, maybe? Sableye must be insane for early game, no? Well, you should never get Geodude in Granite Cave, right? Because it's a free encounter in a bunch of places. I'm pretty sure there is like Magma Hideout or something you could get it, I guess. Although I don't know if you want it for that, because you probably want this guy for Watson, actually. I don't know what the best place to get it pre-Watson is. Probably is just Granite Cave, huh? Wingull getting Wing Attack this early is actually kind of good. I say that and can't even one-shot a level 9 Shroomish, so maybe it's not actually true. I think Nose Pass does. It makes Skarmory more common 113. Oh, because a Magnet Pull. Oh, actually, wait a minute. You might be cooking there. Okay, is Skarmory good? I guess if you use your rest TM, probably, right? Getting a free phone is kind of a good reward in 2002. I feel like it's always a... Is there a time when getting a free phone was an ass reward? I feel like there's not really a time in human history when getting a free phone wasn't hype. I think you get pretty excited either way, man. It's not just a phone either. This is like a smartphone. They've got a map on there. I've never even looked at this before. What the f is this? Why is this in here? What am I looking at? But isn't this also in the... This is just in the Pokemon menu, no? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Well, what would happen if you took a shit near lava? Whatever the joke is, I cannot imagine that the punchline is worth the humiliation that it brings to type that out and then send it into a chat full of other real human beings. Okay, we'll test Aron this run. And then who else did I say? Zubat, probably. And then we'll do Sableye, Nose Pass. Oh, Geodude as well, though. Or we can just have this be the rock type attempt. We'll just see what we encounter, I suppose. Nose Pass is Rock Smash only anyway, right? Ooh, we got Sableye. Okay, f it. Let's do it. Is tier list taking into account other synergy with other Pokemon? Yeah, for sure. Well, as much as I can, I guess. I mean, it also takes into account, like, dupes that allow you to get other Pokemon and stuff like that. Okay, we'll do Zubat, Nose Pass, Geodude next time. I feel like this box is gonna have a rough time with Watson. Okay, we're looking for Electrike or Gulpin. We go to the first town for next thing. Yeah, I mean, I gotta test encounters that are technically available at this point, right? Before doing the gym. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing my due diligence. Probopass seems really good in Platinum. That Pokemon's just always gonna be good. We've talked about this before, right? This concept of how, like, a good Nuzlocke Pokemon ideally has a lot of resistances and a lot of weaknesses to more consistently bait moves. Like it being 4 times weak to fighting is like kind of good because it baits kills really easily and stuff like that. And fighting type is one of the easiest types to resist as well. So like I still remember, I guess Probopass probably buffed in Sacred Gold, but I think there was like a Sacred Gold E4 during the Drayano Gauntlet arc where Sickle like basically soloed Sacred Gold E4 with like just Probopass. It was kind of insane. Okay, we'll test Gulpin. And then whichever electric type we get first, who is not Minun. Probopass plus U-turn Crobat sweep solution. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, Crobat plus Probopass seems like a crazy combo. Learns free Toxic. Ooh. That would make Gulpin pretty good, actually. Did I go to... I think I went all the way up last time, right? And got my route, like 117 encounter. I think I did that before Brawly last time. Let's do it. Damn, I'm doing no damn. I'm kind of underleveled as f. Hold on. Can this team beat Rival 2? What do we think? You didn't go past Rival first run? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not really gonna matter. It would be interesting to test like Volbeat or something, or illumise on Brawly. Let's do it. I just also want to see how, like, because this fight is probably like pretty hard actually if you're underleveled. It's the motive for having multiple runs rather than testing everything in one playthrough. It just makes it like feel a little bit more natural, I think. It's obviously not a natural run either way, but like, that is a pretty high level Combuskin, man. It's okay, this guy threw confusion every time. Oh my god. Lombre? I don't think I can win, y'all. Holy fuck. Was Wingull faster? No way, right? I'm getting swept. Wingull was faster. Damn. Yo, Wingull kind of the goat for this fight, actually. Hold on. Can I kill this at all? Oh, good luck. I don't know if I can kill this at all. Maybe? Holy sh... Show me Volbeat or Illumise, please. Okay. Okay. I don't want to have to run past... no, because Volbeat and Illumise are actually exclusive. Let's try to keep it that way. I could get... Yeah, because C-Dot is earlier in other runs, so I think this is the only thing I want here. She close on my combat till I overheat. I don't think that's very good. I think you might want to have to go back to the... Not to be misogynistic, but go back to the kitchen with that one. Kind of crazy how kitchen metaphors have kind of gone through a whole kind of evolution in internet culture, you know? Because it used to just be like the go-to misogynistic insult in like Overwatch voice chat. But now go back to the kitchen is a gender neutral insult. That just means you didn't cook, you know? Kind of makes you think. Probably still shouldn't say that to a woman though. Aggron plus Sableye gotta be a godlike combo, but you can't, right? Because they're exclusive. We gotta make note of that. What's Aggron gonna do on Brawly? I don't know. Switch into non-fighting moves, perhaps? Maybe a good combo with Wingull or something. Sableye gonna be one of those mons that's like specifically very good early game, but that just like completely falls off after Norman, right? It's probably completely useless afterwards, although I don't know. No, it's probably pretty good actually. Oh, it's a dark type for Tate and Liza. That's very true. That's the wrong save file. That's the Egglocke save file, y'all. Check out the Patreon Egglocke over at patreon.com/pChal. We're in Victory Road right now in Sinking Sapphire. All I'm gonna say is I recorded an episode earlier today. It was pretty fucking monka. Which Pokemon would you elect as the leader of your country? I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally a believer in democracy, so I don't think I have the right to personally alone choose the leader of my country. I think that the Pokemon who gets the most votes in the, well, no, in the parliament after the Bundestagswahl should become the leader of my country. So who would you vote for? Probably the Pokemon that belongs to the party that I agree most with on relevant policy issues, or even not the one that I agree with most, but the one that I think would make the most sense in terms of coalition building to get into the parliament, you know? I think Munchlax is trustworthy, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is why democracy does not work, at least direct democracy. This is why we need representative democracy, okay? Question dodging, motherfucker. I'm giving you an answer! Voting mattered, they wouldn't let us do it. r/I'm 14 and this is deep. If mattered, they wouldn't let us do it. True! What about Latios for leader? I don't know, man. I'd have to look up their like policy positions and stuff. We can agree that Stoutland would be bad. I don't know. Would it? Probably. I don't know. He looks old. He looks like he's got experience at least.
You think a Pokemon protagonist still wouldn't be allowed to vote despite saving the world?
Yeah. They're younger than 18. What are you gonna do? Their mental faculty isn't there yet to vote. Despite them being most influenced by the policies of the government, and despite us not using that argument for adults, we don't have a mental faculty test for those. Guys, I think Kadabra is probably pretty good for this gym. I don't think I have to test Alakazam here, y'all. That's a lot of words. Peak internet culture is asking a twin leaf voter who they'd vote for in the Blackthorn Parliament, as if a town of farmers advocating for their own issues would understand what the average Blackthorn manufacturing worker prioritizes, and how candidates like Skarmory and Seadra differing views on right to repair might be less crucial in their play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because, yeah, this can light screen, but like, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I don't think Kingdra represents consistent democratic values. I think we can all agree on that. That is a dog shit moveset. Oh my god, you can't even Thunder Wave. Okay, Howl setup into Quick Attack. We just crit the Quick Attack. Jesus, okay, hold on. Wait, we set up on the... We can set up on the Mentai because of focus punches. I've been saying this the entire time we've been testing. The Brawly fight has a surprising amount of nuance to it. This is actually an extremely well-designed fight. Yeah, I don't think Electric's gonna do anything. Edging gets you Spark. I'm gonna write that down, but I think these strats are kind of only relevant if they are like, if they completely change a fight. Okay, illumise. This moveset is hot f***ing garbage, I will say. And I don't think you can learn any moves to remedy that, but I think Charm spam is probably good support on this fight. Alright, Gulpin, do your thing. Whatever that is. You want to yawn so that you can't poison him? Waste a turn with him. Oh god. Oh yeah, he's like plus defense. Okay. Grovyle. And now you just kind of shoot through this one. I think illumise is great. It really like diffuses a lot of these guys. I wonder if this just wins, actually. Probably not enough quick attack PP, but we'll see. Oh, and this has reversal. He's already using reversal, though, because he's out of PP. We're gonna win with struggle. Hold on. Should have deleted Sweet Scent and kept Tackle, actually. Yeah, because he sets up a +6 with bulk and then kills you with struggle otherwise. What if his ace was Breloom instead of Makuhita? What if my grandma had wheels? You ever think about that one, huh? That'd be kind of nuts, though. She'd probably be on, like, international television. Be kind of sick. I think I wouldn't... take her out for a drive. I feel like that would be, like, disrespectful. So a lot of damage. I mean, I can imagine what this does here. I don't really need to... What is nature power here again? Swift. Okay. She'd be like, take me for a spin, sweetie, and you'd be like, no, Graham, it's okay, I promise. Yeah, I don't think I like that. You gotta spam absorb on this, because it always focus punches. Okay. Light screen is up, y'all. But we took our sweet time. That's a lot of fucking damage. I'm just dead, huh? Alright, Gulpin. Good luck, man. Do it, Lombre. I got reversaled. I should Bullet Seed instead of faking out. Grovyle. There's not much to say about most of the Pokemon on this. This is my new IRL Rage Bait discussion. I don't know if I've talked about this with chat before. And I say it's Rage Bait, but I do sincerely believe this. It's just an opinion that I hold that happens to be really good at Rage Baiting people. We don't need forks, okay? Forks are completely superfluous. You can eat every meal with either your hands, chopsticks, or a spoon. I mean, you can eat any meal with your hands, that's true, but some people like being on their phone while they eat. Steaks are hard? No. You let the steak rest after you take it out of the pan, you put it on your cutting board, you slice it into slices, put it on your plate, or just eat it off the board with your fingers, like nature intended. Any big piece of meat, I just always pre-slice. Makes it easier to sauce as well, like put some chimichurri on that motherfucker. I don't know, this is definitely a me thing. Some people like eating at a dining table, which I think is antiquated and insane. You don't gotta be doing all that, princess. Some people like eating at their computer or in front of their TV. I think that's fine. Me personally, standing up in the kitchen or holding my plate in one hand, holding my utensil in the other, and walking around the apartment. Eat a salad with chopsticks? Yeah, it's possible, for sure. Although salad is a prime eating it with your hands food. And you use chopsticks for, you can use a fork instead. I don't think that's true. I think eating ramen with a fork is pretty fucking hard. I'm telling you, a nice plate of spaghetti bolognese, chopsticks is the perfect utensil. It allows you to pick up way more of the like meat and vegetable chunks and stuff as you go. Forks are just better in general. Sounds like someone who can't use chopsticks, but that's okay. Fork is great when pulling food out of a fire. You know what? Yeah, but that's not used for eating, right? That's used for serving. I could see using like a carving fork. Is ease of use also a consideration? Yes. I think if you're proficient with chopsticks, any food is easier to eat with them than with a fork. The thing is, like, you can not slice it beforehand, that's true, but now you're inconveniencing yourself by literally making yourself use two hands instead of one while eating. Which, you know, if you're at a restaurant, you got nothing else with someone else, so you got nothing else to do with your hand? Well, depends on the restaurant, if you know what I'm saying. Guys, I think Sableye is good for this fight. They literally can't hit you, right? Cool. Cool game. Where are Sporks ranked? Sporks are good for camping. Yeah, I've been thinking about this because I really enjoy just having like a extremely like odd set of utensils at my place. Like I only have weird glasses and cups at my place. I don't have a single normal glass. It's all like martini glasses and like, but it's also like one of each, you know, or like a pineapple shaped like Moscow Mule mug or whatever. And people always get really mad about that. And I think that's really funny. And I've been thinking about just getting rid of all of my forks. So I think it would be really funny to not own any forks and get into this argument every single time I'm having someone over. Thoughts? They'd stop coming over? You don't know me well enough. We'll bore the fuck out of you after half a year. I think you also don't know me well enough. I mean, I agree. It's a good question to ask about both. This being a flying type that has a special move is actually, and growl is actually kind of goated. This guy does really well. He's not going to solo. I mean, this one is a given and extremely obvious, except it's not to a lot of young single men. If you live alone or only have male roommates, listen to me really carefully. This is really important, okay? And I know it's going to sound obvious to most of you, but to some it's not. You need to have a trash can in your bathroom. You need to have a trash can in your bathroom. If you don't, buy one right now. Immediately. Do people not? Dude, I don't know if there's any women in this chat with dating experience, but the amount of stories I've heard that's like not having a laundry basket, which you would also think is crazy, but I've known a lot of single men in my life that didn't, man. Also, yeah, if you're expecting to have someone over, please have a towel available. Because a lot of single dudes only have one towel in their whole house. Holy f***, that was a crit, right? Is there a strategic harden angle here and tanking a focus punch so that you can time reflecting over? Probably not, right? There's no way that's real. Brother. Oh, he heals it one more time, actually. That's perfect. The thing is, like, they just don't have the damage, right? Yeah. Offering the obvious cum towel to a guest. That's the thing. Some of them don't even have an extra towel for that, man. You wouldn't believe how some men live, man. And to be fair, there's some women who live pretty disgustingly as well. Let's not try to fall too hard into the gender stereotype thing here. There was one shower towel, but no hand towel. Yep. And you can make inferences from the fact that he doesn't have a hand towel, right? Because what does that say about his hand washing habits? Aggron doesn't do anything, right? Because there's no non-fighting moves to bait, I think. Let me look at the moveset one more time. So... I mean, I just want to see, like, Zigzagoon damage output. It's probably pretty good at this point. Let's give this guy a silk scarf as well. Public women's bathroom are worse. Private men's bathrooms are worse. All my minimum wage workers know. I've heard this a lot, yeah. I mean, in German techno clubs at this point, we just do unisex bathrooms. I mean, it's also because we're woke or whatever, but it's also out of, like, necessity. Because if you know techno culture, then you know that there's 2 reasons to go to a bathroom in a club. This makes things significantly harder for women because the men's queue gets to split up into 2. One for the stalls, one for the urinals, and the women's one doesn't. So it just makes more sense. Yeah, okay, this thing is useless. Gender neutral bathrooms are woke, you mean like the ones in your house? True! That's a good point. I've never heard that one before. We're actually done testing Brawly, I think. I think we have everyone. Dude, I just unlocked a memory from a couple years ago where we were like 4 people in a stall at a club for like completely innocuous reasons, obviously. And one of the girls was just like, I gotta pee so bad. And she just... And me and the boys were just making awkward eye contact as she sat down. Dude, how can you be this little of a shy pisser? That's insane, man. I got mogged that day. I think if you held a gun to my head, I wouldn't be able to piss sitting down in a stall with 2 or 3 other people. There's no fucking shot. I'd gladly take the embrace of death over that. I tried to cross the streams with my drunk buddy and he pissed right down my leg at a house party. Yeah, like you can't even be mad at that point, right? Like, it sounds like it was both of your idea. Like, it was so my fault. Okay, yeah. What does that mean? Any tips on Hooked on League again? Just listen. If you're having fun playing it, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm super hooked on PoE 2 right now. I've been playing like 4 or 5 hours a day, I'm not gonna lie to you. Which is not good for my productivity, but like, I'm having a lot of fun. If you have the time, sometimes it's okay to indulge. Like, I'm on my like hyper self-optimization grind set right now, but like, it's video games, man. We're all on Twitch, we all love video games like a lot. Gotta give yourself something. But what I will say is, if you're addicted to League and you find yourself not having fun, just uninstall it, man. Which I know is pretty useless advice, but it's about like intentionality, you know? Like, make the intentional choice of being like, yeah, I'm just on a League bender now because it's really fun for me. Know why you're doing it, you know? Is there anything like AA but for League addicts? There should be. I mean, we can make jokes about it all we want, but like, I do feel like video game addiction is oftentimes obviously not taken as seriously as other addictions in the sense that they're usually not as immediately destructive. But I don't know, man. I know a lot of people who I got pretty close to being included in this, like kind of ruined their early 20s by being like hyper addicted to video games, man. Like, yeah, video games have a really healthy social aspect. I agree with that. They can. It depends on the person. Holy fucking, was that a crit? Dude, this guy does insane damage. Okay, hold on. I got a little bit unlucky. I met my girlfriend because I was a raid leader in WoW. Dude, it is unbelievable the amount of World of Warcraft marriages that exist. I know so many couples who met like that. It's fucking crazy. If I didn't know any better, I would tell you, if you're like if you're really struggling to find someone and you're a big gamer, I think maybe World of Warcraft might be the way to go. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think Guild Wars is also a big one, from what I understand. I mean, this is not gonna work. How much damage does Aggron take from Shockwave? Holy fuck. Okay. I think the box I have here is actually exceptionally terrible for Watson, because I didn't get myself a ground type. Oh, you can get Flamethrower for Gulpin, you're right. But you can't really... I think I'm not testing the Casino TMs at this point. I want to see how Sableye does into Magneton, because I feel like it might actually be a counter. I think Nightshade is going to two-shot, is going to be my guess. Not quite. That's unfortunate. And that actually is completely IV, stat, whatever, independent. And then he three-shots you with... Okay, wait, let's try Cherry Berry. Are you faster? You're probably not even faster, are you? Turns out Sableye does just mother suck, huh? Lanoon one-shotting the Voltorb is nuts. This is average attack. I think I am... Yeah, I'm not even wearing a Silk Scarf. Oh, you get super outsped, huh? This guy's useless! But... This plus an electric type can PP stall... sorry, this plus a ground type can PP stall... Manic Trick, right? Not that that really matters, but... Aggron can also do that, I suppose. Yeah, I guess this it would have been nice. I guess the only other ground type you can have is... It's only Geodude and Marshtomp, right? Nincada. Right. Okay. We should make a note for Nincada. How the hell do you beat this Magneton, man? Man, this gym is rough if you don't have Marshtomp, huh? Gulpin is just not bad, man. How does Grovyle do here, man? Holy 1 HP survival. Okay, Overgrow Gaming. Can Illumise do anything here? I don't know what it does. Nothing, right? It doesn't do anything. It can't do anything. It's useless. It can Wish Pass, I guess. Hold on. Wait. Okay, check this out. Not Wish Pass, but just Wish. Holy. Wait. He's doing it. Okay. Now what? Can this team even beat this Magneton? Hold on, it can. Look at me go. Cherry berries are a good item. Don't do this to me, Sableye. Come on, man. That's so rough. Please kill. Thank you. Alright, back to Grovyle. It's absolutely horrendous damage. Quick attack is more damage for him, right? Okay, we go to Lanoon. Great damage. Fuck. Does this team just lose? I think if you die, you still pass your wish in this game, right? Is there a reason he's not using Shockwave? Oh, it's less damage. I suppose he's held enough. Wait a minute. Wait, illumise. Okay, I need to heal more. Hold on. Huge supersonic miss. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We play into the crit. Oh my god. I think he heals here, right? He didn't heal? He used all of his potions? Dude, Yawn is just a really good move is the thing. Okay, I think that Illumise can do it versus Manic Trick. I think she can do it. Okay, we're not doing a lot of damage. I will admit that. What ability is this, by the way? Oblivious. That's actually pretty good in this game. Okay, but after a few charms... I think that Illumise is good support on this fight. This just gets two-shot by Lanoon. Okay, so Lanoon you kind of want as the lead, ideally. Let's try some other Pokemon. Okay, that doesn't one-shot. That's at least a little bit spooky. Does one-shot this. How much damage do you do to this? That's not good enough, is it? God, the Magneton, man. Wait, okay, let's try Zam. Doesn't quite kill. You're gonna have Twisted Spoon at this point, right? Okay, Synchronize, huge. Ooh, you get Recover at 25? Wait a second. Lombre is ass, dude. Not getting Bubble Beam or anything is so cringe. Okay, he crit me. It's unfortunate. This box doesn't have a Magneton counter, man. How can I properly test? I think this Gulpin Sableye combo is kind of real. Is there any other Pokemon that gets Yawn at this point? Probably not, right? I'm losing. Hold on. Can you just sleep for a turn here? Nice. Alright, Zam, let's see it. Holy f- is that non-crit damage? That was a crit, right? Huge. Yeah, I mean, Cherry Berry plus Synchronize is really strong. What about Kadabra? Okay, actually faster. Doesn't two-shot. He can do it. I think Electrike. I just want to see something. Because I feel like it's actually like really good support for the enemy Manic Trick. I think you take too much damage. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you're gonna lose, but like this sets you up pretty well. You can charm him. Now watch this. We're still kind of losing. Do your thing, Gulpin. I got rid of Sludge. Some of these mods are hella good, man. I think Gulpin is really good on this fight. Alright, I think that's it for Watson. Flannery is going to be interesting this run. Let's see who we're getting. Let's just see what we get in Fiery Path, except for Slugma. So we'll do either Torkoal or Grimer, depending on what we get first in Fiery Path, and then we'll do Slugma from 113, and we'll save Skarmory for the final run. So we can test it together with Nose Pass, because those two are likely to actually be together. Because of Magnet Pull. This route only has 2 Pokemon, Meryl and Melmo. It's kind of crazy. Is Torkoal not also 2%? Who knows? This Pokemon's probably really good. Okay, it's always White Smoke. Torkoal is probably going to be really good. 114, we did Swablu. We'll do Seviper, and then we'll do Solrock. Which is kind of exciting. I think Solrock's going to end up being pretty good. Man, I've been playing Singing Sapphire for the Patreon run. Those games are pretty, man. God damn, it pains me to say, but they did cook in some parts for those games. They really did. I dare you to do a Pokemon contest. Unfortunately for you, I'm not in 8th grade, so maybe put like 20 gift subs on the table and we can talk. A double dog dare. Whew. Oh, Milo this run. Maybe. We'll see. I might be like out of water types for the final run, so... Because I'm doing all the good rod encounters this time. Milo is probably very good, though. I'm not really testing for this maxi fight. I don't think it's super relevant, to be honest. So far, I gotta say, I find Sableye to not be super useless. I'm not gonna test Jirachi now. I mean, I could. What level do you get it at is the question. Sableye getting Detect, kind of huge, kind of huge. Yo, this guy's good, man. Why does everyone hate on this guy? Let's put it this way. If Jirachi is over the cap, I'll mention it in the video. If it's available at level cap, then I just won't mention it in the video. The Jirachi bonus to level 5. Ugh. Yeah, I guess it's just not getting mentioned then. Forgot that you get intimidated here. Hold on. Holy damage. Save me, illumise. Okay, we're gaming. We're gaming. This camera up is a joke, by the way. You can theoretically get Jirachi like before the first gym too, right? I forgot about this route. Hold on. Jagged Pass. Spoink! It's Spoink time, y'all. Dude, Swallow might be a huge surprise on this tier list, man. Oh, dude. Flatter, Illumise, plus Psych Up Grumpig? Anyone? I think that's a sweep angle, yo. Or do you... I think you don't get Grumpig, do you? So you're probably too slow. I guess we can't really do it on Flannery because the Illumise just gets owned, right? See the Twitch Plays Platinum Kaiser thing? Yeah. Trying not to watch it though, for spoiler reasons. Hey, Jan, are you being inconsistent here? Didn't you say that getting spoiled for a movie isn't a big deal at all, and that In fact, people shouldn't get shot in the head for spoiling movies for other people. Aren't you being a little bit inconsistent here, morally? Here's a clip of you saying that exact same thing. I think it's kind of wild that you think that people shouldn't get shot immediately in the head for spoiling a movie for someone. I can't really think of where Aggron is going to be getting E4, so it might end up being C or B tier. Yeah, like all the threatening fights of special attackers, that's kind of true. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about Mawile, because you would think that, like, hey, it doesn't get any moves, but an Intimidate Steel type should always be good, right? That's just not the case. I don't even know if Aggron gets Rock Slide in its moveset. Oh, it doesn't get a single rock move in its entire moveset. If you want Rock Slide, you gotta trade that bitch to Fire Red Leaf Green. That's insane, man. It's probably, you're probably best off to just run Return at that point. Or, I mean, Aggron gets Ice Beam, right? I honestly think the optimal Elite Four team in Emerald is like a bulky water type, an electric type, and then just like random shit. Like, just get like bulky stuff with good stats and deal with the backline of Wallace. I think Lantern performance. I think Lantern's gonna be one of the best Pokemon in the game. I think. We'll see. I've said that about a lot of Pokemon that end up being ass. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna call it for the week. Thank you for watching. See you guys later. Peace.